just a short ways from this chamber, S-209, I'm sorry. We've been meeting for many, many years as a Senate Democratic leadership to discuss the issues of the week. We just finished a meeting there. And part of the discussion today in that meeting was what happened 11 years ago, exact same time as we were meeting there. I can remember that so clearly, I will never, never forget that. It's implanted in my mind so clearly. I was the first one to get to that meeting. And Senator Breaux from Louisiana came in, and he said, there's something going on in New York. Let's turn on the TV. And we did. Senators started coming in, and it appeared that an airplane had hit one of the towers, and we were wondering why it would have done that. Something obviously was wrong. And so the meeting, Senator Daschle was the leader, and he started the meeting. And the TV was off. And the meeting was just getting started, and someone came in to take Senator Daschle out of that meeting, and he came back very quickly, and he said, there's a plane headed for the Capitol, and we all have to vacate the Capitol, everybody. And so the alarm went out, and people were rushing down these halls, leaving. I can remember leaving that room over here, looking out the window and seeing the smoke billowing from what we learn now was the Pentagon. It was on fire. The plane had hit that. There was still one plane in the air, and that was headed for the Capitol. Even though, as I've indicated, that was 11 years ago, I remember the sight as if it were yesterday. We have many meetings in that room, and I often think of what transpired that morning as I looked out toward the Pentagon. So, Mr. President, over the last decade, our country has begun to heal from the wounds of that terrible, terrible attack. It was attacked by terrorists. The scars remain. Scars are deeper with some than others. But no matter how many years pass, we'll never forget the thousands of innocent people who died in New York, Pennsylvania, and across the river here in Virginia. There were mothers and fathers, sons and daughters, brothers and sisters, spouses and friends. All they were doing is their jobs, and others were just catching a plane to go visit loved ones, business trips. So it's good that we pause each year to pay tribute and to remember. That will occur here on the Senate floor, as I'd announced, at 11 a.m. today, and there'll be a ceremony out front of the Capitol at the same time. The memories of that dark day in our shared history are very painful, but they give me hope as well. They give me hope because on September 11th, during the difficult months that followed, Americans showed the world how a unified nation can fight back against darkness and fear. Democrats weren't alone fighting back. Republicans weren't alone fighting back. We were all fighting back together in the face of great evil, and that's what it was. There were so many that rushed forward to show great courage, enormous dignity, and kindness. So today we also pause to remember the firefighters who rushed into the World Trade Center, knowing they might never come out. And they didn't come out, a lot of them. We pause to remember the police officers and rescue workers who hurried to the scene, combed through the debris, and shepherded New Yorkers to safety. Some of them gave their lives that day. We pause to remember the bravery of the members of our nation's armed forces, our intelligence community, and foreign service, as well as the sacrifices of their families. They've borne the burdens of war for more than a decade. They've given their blood, their sweat, and too often their lives to the effort to crush al-Qaeda, bring Osama bin Laden to justice, and keep America safe. And we pause to remember the unbreakable spirit of those valiant people, and certainly the United States of America.